Hello and welcome, Dirty William here, back with Temple of Elemental Evil, Part 1, Episode 2. We're going to unlock this door that we got the Earth Key for, and head down to the dungeon level 2. I'm not sure if I explained this or not, but the Temple of Elemental Evil is split into two parts. This first part that I'm running now, and the second part later.
The strong winds circulating this chamber suggest that this is, or was, the air temple.
Yeah, so this right here was like, oh, here we go. Air elementals, I'm going to be knocked around all over the place. So yeah, the quest itself is so big it's split into two different parts. So this, I'm running the first part right now. And there is a clear delineation between the two parts, which you will see in another episode. Here I'm looking down there, trying to see what's behind the force field, couldn't find anything. But again, I apologize for having to do a voiceover of this because I had no idea that I wasn't recording audio. Very, very irritating because I was so looking forward to this. I want to get my first reactions to this, my commentary right away. Well, now I've gone through it all. And I know what's going to happen. At least I can jog my memory whenever I'm watching the video back. So, kind of irritating. I said some really funny stuff. I mean, stuff that, you would not believe how funny it was. Seriously. You would probably not think that a human being could come up with the things that I said. Honestly, it was the best work I've ever done. And I'm really just sad that you weren't able to hear it. So, let's see what we're doing here. Look, I'm looking around at the various doors trying to find out where to go. So what I decide to do is go from that area there back up to here to see, what's going on, and just kind of scout around and destroy some mobs and stuff. So I'm going to cut here, and whenever something interesting happens, then I'll pop back. So up to this point, there's been a lot of trash mobs. Here's some harpies, which I had not yet encountered. And in this room, I see the harpy sitting over there next to a chest. So, okay, it's got to be a red name or orange name, some kind of named thing. Well, it's not really named necessarily. It's just a little bit powerful harpy. So I get rid of these guys and then loot the chest in just a second here. There's some hiding around the corner, which I thought was kind of funny. Lurking. But most of these trash mobs, it is on normal. I just thought maybe for a level 30 it would be just a little more difficult. There were some hairy moments that I had, and obviously you can see I've been taking damage and using spell points, but it hasn't really been that bad. So, as you can see in the chest, just some random stuff, random loot, nothing named or anything like that. And there might not be anything named in this chest, I'm not sure. So I fought my way past a few more trash mobs, got to this room here where it looks like there's a sort of named gargoyle. So I take him down. Again, it's not very, very tough. I think I made a comment here about how every time I fire off my rune arm, they make a reflex save, which I thought was irritating. Very, very irritating to me. And then I saw the statues around the edges here, and I thought, are these going to come awake? Yes, they are. They're going to become active and start trying to get me. Now, only a couple of them will activate. I guess it's just a proximity thing. So whenever I got close to them, that's when they activated. And I thought, well, what if I loot the chest? Maybe they'll all become active at once. So, loot the chest. Nope, everything's fine. Excuse me. So I loot the chest, get everything out of it. Then I take a look at the belt. It's okay. It's got, 40 hit points, a yellow slot, and a colorless slot, but you can do better, really. I guess you could use that for crafting if you wanted to. Then over here, there's a secret door. And then I go over here and shoot this guy, and he activates, I think, whenever I kind of back up a little bit, yeah. So I don't know how the activation sequence kind of works, but he's all blind and stuff, so he can't see me anyway. So I off him, and then, excuse me, go back over to the secret door to progress, or at least kind of progress, in this wide open area. My spot wasn't really working on a couple of traps, so I thought, I better check this out and search. Nope, nothing in here at all. Just a blank room, but a secret door. Ooh. And here's a shrine, which is really nice because I wanted to get that on my map. Because if I had to come back here, again, I was going blind in this. I didn't know where the traps were going to be. I didn't know the DCs of them. I knew that wouldn't be a problem because it's only on normal, though. But I also didn't know where the shrines were going to be, or how many of them there were. And that's only a thing you're going to know through quest knowledge. And since I had no knowledge of this quest, and had not read anything on the wiki or other places, I didn't really know what I was getting into. But again, more trash mobs, and oh, hey, there's a guy over here trying to ping away at me. So it's mostly trash mobs in this. They're not very difficult. I'm sure on hard it will be a little bit more difficult, and I will definitely run this on hard at some point just for the remnants, because this is a base level 30 quest, so on hard there should be quite a few remnants that will drop. And that is one thing that I noted, that I thought about, and should have noted earlier, was when I talked to the gatekeepers about this quest, they said that it has something to do with the remnants, and even in this quest they were talking about remnants, and I thought, this is strange. Maybe because they said there was a greater concentration of the remnants, and they were appearing all over the place. So maybe that has something to do. Maybe it's a kind of a rift or something like that, much like the rift that Lolth made between Eberron and the Forgotten Realms. Maybe this is another type of rift, but for whatever reason these remnants are appearing, so people are collecting them and kind of churning them in. And I guess the gatekeepers have had enough of those so far, so now they're able to open up this area to get into. There's another mushroom thing, so that little bit right there, and I'll steal that thing off the floor too. Not sure, I can't recall how many you need to upgrade an item, but we'll find out later. Eventually I make my way back around to this area just so I can go to a different side of the map. Again, this map is huge. There's lots to explore. Now I'm taking a look at the map to see which way I need to go.
This area of the temple once housed those faithful to the Air Temple. Now, the Air Temple is in disarray, and orcs have taken over these quarters.
And I kind of stopped doing commentary whenever I heard the narration because I wanted to hear that. So again, more trash mobs, just random dudes hanging out, doing whatever. Empty room. And now we have a little bit of a fight. And this one got kind of hectic, as you can see.
A man in Air Temple robes stands huddled in the corner of his cold search him carefully, but you don't find the air temple key on his person. On the wall above this room is a small etching in the shape of a key.
So that was a little bit of an altercation there that put me down on some hit points and spell points. And now I can see somewhere there is a chest. And there is someplace that I have not been yet, but I'm trying to find it. While it's not in this area, I have to kind of loop back around. I'm like, I see stuff. Why can't I get there? Why you wall? Why are you walling me up? And yeah, you just have to take a long way around through this this area here so you can loop back around to it. Do a little heal up job. Here's some more ogre guys. Kind of get the high ground on those guys and then kind of look around. Okay, is there any more bad guys? Anything I can loot? No. One thing I noticed about this quest, there are no collectibles. So that's strange. For me, at least. I'm always used to looking for shinies, and I saw some shinies here and there, but they were torches on the wall. I kept on going up to them. Is that a thing? Nope, it's just a thing. Just a torch on the wall. And we got some more trash mobs in here. Again, easy to dispatch. On normal. And that's another thing. I kept on forgetting that my buffs weren't going to last forever. I mean, my ship buffs had already, long gone, except for or at least the legacy buffs were gone. So I was just running off of these normal buffs, normal ship buffs. So I kept on having to remind myself, hey, I need to do deadly weapons and stuff. Excuse me. So this room, this just seemed like a trap for some reason. So I searched around to make sure, because it just 4 boxes around a thing. This is suspicious, but nope, there's nothing there. At least on normal, you never know. So there we got another mushroom, so we can maybe upgrade some stuff and then loot things. And I kept on thinking every time I picked these up, I'm gonna have to ditch these things because that's just, my inventory's gonna be full. So it was at this point that I wanted to try and clear up a little bit more of the map. And going down this way, I saw that there was a place on the map that I hadn't been to, actually a fork kind of area that I'll show off here. So I got to that area, and that's the point where I called it an episode, because at that point this was a half an hour long, maybe 35 minutes long, and it had basically gone on long enough. Obviously this is shorter because I had to cut a lot out because all of my original audio did not record. So I decided to go down this way for the next episode. And that's going to be it for this episode. Thank you all for watching, and until next time, this is Dirty William reminding you to do the dirty work.